If you watch this video before going to bed, then you're a lucky kid. He's the best companion for late night insomnia. Make sure you fall asleep while dreaming after watching it. On a snowy day, a tall homemade RV was slowly driving. After stepping through the muddy puddle, AK decided to park on the spot for the safety of his family. He stretched and unfolded the folded metal staircase, tightly adhered to the steps of the Bumblebee, convenient access to the interior of the RV from the outside. The interior of the RV is warm and comfortable. The layout of the 3-bedroom, 1-living-room RV is like returning home. Then, AK unfolded the trunk of the Bumblebee. The one below serves as an outdoor terrace. The other side happens to serve as a sunshade roof at the top. In order to make the overall structure more stable, AK inserted a telescopic rod in the middle. Ensure the balcony is as stable as an old dog. However, at this moment, the blizzard outside the car became even bigger. AK climbed onto the roof of the car through the steps at the front of the car. Start building the smoke exhaust duct on the roof of the car. Provide convenience for the work of the fireplace in the car. Then buy some firewood from the storage room inside the car. Starting to chop in the nearby forest. Chop the thick wooden blocks into small pieces. Can make combustion more complete. After returning to the car, fill the combustion chamber of the fireplace with wooden strips. Not long ago, the whole car has become dry and warm. However, the wind is very strong at this moment. For safety reasons, AK went to the roof of the car to observe the condition of the fireplace chimney. At the same time, we also cleared the snow and broken ice on the roof, so that the efficiency of solar panels can return to normal again. My wife covered the RV with plastic film inside. Ensure that the cold air outside is difficult to blow in. At this moment, the firewood in the fireplace had begun to slowly smolder. This way, not only will it not produce too much smoke and dust, it will also generate more heat. You can also boil water directly with a kettle above. The two of them can finally take a short break. Bumblebee used a solar power system to turn on the lights inside the car. The tall RV also became spacious and bright inside. You can choose and buy a car on Dongche's platform. On the second-hand car section of Dongchetti, there are a large number of high-quality second-hand cars inside. Each car has a testing report and supports repurchase. Cannot buy at a loss. Cannot buy on the list. Brand models can see nationwide price comparisons of the same model. My wife has decided to start preparing for tonight's feast. At this moment, the RV is emitting warm lights, appearing particularly dazzling in the snow. My wife has already cooked some beef. Wrap it inside the crust. Sprinkle some cumin dipping sauce. This delicious beef pancake was AK's favorite during his college years. He even used to wake up early and work late every day to make this dish and set up a stall to make a living. At this moment, AK and his wife are in a wilderness RV, tasting this delicious dish again. Then he took the spring water that was boiling on the fireplace, quietly enjoying the snow scenery in the night on the balcony. Even the top glass has become scorching hot. The two of them plan to go back to the bedroom and sleep. Although it's cold outside at -10 degrees Celsius, it's over 20 degrees warm indoors, like summer. After patrolling outdoors for a while, the fireplace still had a faint flame. AK has already woken up early. Climb to the roof and start clearing the snow, so that the RV can operate safely. I also cleaned the balcony and terrace by hand. I cleaned up the mold residue all day long. The two of them went out and came to the nearby faucet. Wash your face in cold water and wake up. Immediately after, the wife returned to the car and began making breakfast. Fried and grilled ham, sausage, and poached eggs. There were also some small tofu added in the middle. Seemingly simple breakfast, but it is very nutritious. This delightful breakfast is truly enviable. Aka contentedly began to tidy up. Close the two backs of the terrace together in a rotating manner. Bumblebee quickly restarted, slowly driving in the swirling snow sky. For safety reasons, they even hit the ankle chain for the tire. Only then can the RV travel with peace of mind. This man hasn't been home for 2.5 years, just because he transformed an old truck into a luxurious mansion. Traveling around the world with my wife and dog. Clothing, food, housing, and transportation are all solved on 4 tires. That day, while passing through the swamp, he met his old friend Akko. Seeing him stuck in a mud pit, he extended a helping hand. Utilize your beloved car's wind and fire wheel. Drag it out of the pit. Completed a timely outdoor rescue mission. Then he drove to the depths of a dense forest. There are also rivers around that provide water sources. The man Doug decided to temporarily station here. He took these stairs out of the car. Self-made seal wire structure steps, stably fastened in front of the entrance to the RV's interior door. Convenient for wife and dog to enter the room, due to the pleasant weather and sunshine today. It's a great day for outdoor camping. Doug will unfold the sunshade stored on the top of the RV and use support rods inserted into the grass as support. Both sides are also fixed by burying ropes in the soil. We have already built camping tables and chairs in the shaded area under the greenhouse. The camping experience between the two has become even more interesting. Doug, move the fireplace out and assemble it. Connect the towering smoke exhaust duct to the outside. My wife has already utilized the power source in a building and made the first cup of coffee of the day. After a brief rest, Doug started playing with the dog on the grass. Should we say that outdoor camping is the happiest? There's nothing better than a carefree and speechless little dog. At this point, my wife was already in the kitchen of the RV. Cut and pair with eggplant, tomato, and green pepper. Next, just wrap it with tin foil. You can enter the heating and cooking process. And Doug also collected some firewood in batches. Put it into the outdoor fireplace and start a fire. Smoke emerged from the long smoke hole. At this time, put the prepared tin foil rice meat dumplings into the heating layer. Just wait quietly for baking. As the sun begins to set, the sky gradually darkens. Doug also hung up lights at the campsite and add firewood to the fireplace. But due to the relatively casual selection of wood this time, the emitted smoke and dust are quite explosive, comparable to the soup flavor of grilled skewers. The 2 rice meat dumpling soups were finished soon. Organize the booth and lifting tables and chairs. Lay a camping-themed tablecloth. The unique cuisine allows 2 people to boldly satisfy themselves. After eating and drinking enough, the sky has completely darkened. Doug, for the safety of his family of 3, an infrared camera was tied to a nearby tree trunk, used to observe the outdoor situation inside the car, to avoid the approach of wild beasts and strangers. When returning to the car, the diligent and virtuous wife has already cleaned up. A family of 3 sitting on a comfortable and soft sofa. Wait until you're full and drunk. My wife also quickly finished tidying up. Folding up and down tables and chairs will fall behind. Immediately transform into a double bed. Fortunately, only small wild rabbits roam around. No threat posed to the campsite of Deogi. The rivers in Conscious Forest are calm. RV campsites are particularly eye-catching. Wait until the sun rises. The 2 of them woke up with sleepy eyes. Xianhui's wife has already started making breakfast. Repairing dogs can finally go out for a walk. Not long after, my wife prepared a table full of dishes for the family of 3. After eating and drinking enough, Doug lay comfortably on the camping table and chairs, sunbathing and closing eyes to nourish the mind. My wife went to the wilderness to take her dog for a walk. Immediately after, the family returned to the car. Pack up the equipment at the campsite and put it back into the car. Retract the folding sunshade into the RV. Doug restarted the Red Lightning RV. In snowy forest, there is a wind and fire wheel slowly moving forward. For safety reasons, the man decided to stop the car after leaving the low-temperature area. I plan to start camping with my wife and dog on site. Man Doug pulls the side of the wind and fire wheel RV terrace. Directly and gleefully turn over and enter the RV. Took out the stairs and supporting railings. Complete the construction of the steps to enter the RV bay. The once tall RV has now become easier for my wife to enter and exit, due to the current temperature being in the tens of degrees below 0. Snowflakes are drifting in the sky. Doug plans to chop down some koalas in the nearby forest for a living. There happens to be a dead wood that is suitable for use as firewood. Continuing back to the terrace of the RV, lock the inflatable column with a hook. Just fill the interior with air. We can create the architectural framework for the terrace. Wrap another layer of transparent plastic film on the outside. From then on, the Doug couple will no longer be afraid of rain or snow. Utilizing the solar panels on the roof of the car. While Doug was busy tidying up the roof of the car, my wife is selecting beans to make Today's coffee. A family of 3 can leisurely lie on the balcony. Enjoy the camping experience of sitting and watching the snowflakes fall. And hot coffee to warm the stomach, due to the melting of snow in the forest. Doug started assembling this qualified fireplace. He extended a smoke exhaust pipe out of the window that was just the right size, put some firewood into the stove and ignited. There are smoke and birds floating in the sky. The terrace with limited space immediately warms up, in order to have enough firewood to burn tonight's fireplace. Doug moves some thick wooden blocks onto the tree stump. Chop it into pieces of wood for easy burning. Make RV camping more cozy and atmospheric. Seeing the mischievous look on the dog's face, I knew it was time for dinner again. Doug moved out a triangular boiler. Just lit the boiler and started burning. Meanwhile, my wife is preparing tonight's ingredients. The dog was also impatient on the side. My wife just placed the frying pan directly on the fireplace. Not long after, a few beef-tinted mushrooms were already fully cooked. Place the external boiler on a baking tray. Put some meat slices on and start baking. Wait until all the internal fat is dried. A table of dishes is also ready. This dinner is also full of nutrients directly. The dog next to him drooled at the sight. After eating and drinking enough, it had completely entered the dark night. In the pitch-black night, only the lights of the RV remain. Only then can we see the surrounding environment clearly. The puppy became able to observe its surroundings. Reminded too of the existence of a small security guard to check if there is any danger. Due to the late hour, I won't go out anymore. Just put the door curtain post on the RV entrance. Start boiling water by the fireplace fire. The two of them also leisurely embarked on a stress-relieving snow camping trip. After watching an episode, Doug turned off the lights and tied up. The fireplace continues to provide heat. Although the space here is not large, but the dining table just now only needs to be extended and lowered. It can form a complete plane. A soft sofa cushion is also a great mattress. Cardboard sofa can be transformed into a double bed directly. Can make a family of 3 sleep leisurely. Early the next morning, the RV and its surroundings are already covered in snow. I found that the outdoor terrace was almost collapsing. Then go out for a morning exercise. Take a little dog for a walk and have some fun. After returning to the RV, the original kettle also had a layer of ice on it. Doug has already started preparing breakfast for today. A bowl of tomato and ham is all done. Wrap it in a cake. This breakfast is also a delicious combination of meat and vegetables. Even the dog tasted it and agreed. After this big meal, after removing the inflation column and membrane, you can quickly retrieve the stairs and the steps for landing on the RV drive. After wiping off the snow on the surface of the RV, I just started this wind and fire wheel RV. Continue driving in the endless snow.